If you're a big TikTok fan, the biggest thing on your mind right now is whether the app will get banned in the US. This is not a new thing. Banning TikTok was attempted under the Trump administration. There's always been talk of it, but it's finally gaining momentum now. In this video, we will examine where we are with the ban and its implications. TikTok is owned by a company named Bytedance. At the heart of the issue is that Bytedance, a Chinese-owned company, collects and stores a massive amount of information on its users. They could even monitor our facial expressions as we scroll in the app. Here's the big elephant in the room. Don't all social media apps do this? The answer is yes. When you use social media, you are giving up a massive amount of your privacy and data. The uniqueness of TikTok is that it's owned by a Chinese company. These social media companies can get all kinds of info like your race, sexual orientation, religion, biometric data, illness info, and whether you're pregnant or not. They could even get information on your dog. It's pretty creepy stuff overall. Given that China is currently viewed as an adversary, having access to all this user info is a real concern for Washington. Also, another main reason for the concern is that TikTok has massive influence on youth, and all that influence can be used in nefarious ways according to those in Washington. The solution that the administration wants is for TikTok to be divested away from Bytedance to a non-Chinese owned company. If this doesn't happen, the app can be banned. Unlike in other countries, there are formalities here. Yes, Congress can pass a ban, but the company could then sue, which they've done in the past. This can then get tied up in the court system. Overall, there's no question that TikTok has massive influence on youth. I use it, and I gotta say, there are some really neat things about TikTok. First, there are some great independent journalists on the app doing great work that probably wouldn't get promoted in the same way on other apps. Second, there are a lot of small business owners promoting new brands and products that rely on the service. Third, you can get some good educational info on the site, from math to business to current events to wellness tips. The problem that the government fears all comes down to data and influence. The data is an obvious one, but the influence is more nuanced. The US government is reporting that TikTok's massive influence can bias the younger generation in the form of election meddling or other hot topics. The most controversial recent example is the war in the Middle East between Israel and Hamas. Some contend that TikTok has promoted a more pro-Palestinian view than a more pro-Israel view, and it's led to an increase in anti-Semitism. TikTok has provided data promoting its case to refute this, and it's hard to say if the allegations have any truth. TikTok is now calling on its users and influencers to lobby Congress to prevent a ban. You're seeing a lot of avid users and influencers stand together to make a case to lobby Congress to prevent a ban. Overall, I agree that data collection is a serious issue. It's a serious issue with all companies, but especially a Chinese-owned company. Regarding influence, the government has a valid concern here, but there's no real proof of this yet. Also, one of the biggest issues in all democratic nations right now is free speech. I'm a big free speech proponent. I don't want the government meddling in what can and can't be reported. I don't want the government to be our filter for information. Increasingly, I fear this is the direction we're heading, and it seems like a lot of big companies are complicit. I commend Elon Musk for buying Twitter. For all his faults, which are many, he did a great service to all of us by exposing all the red tape behind the scenes preventing free speech. Whatever happens here, the solution is not for government to limit the flow of ideas and information. For all the fanatic TikTok fans, enjoy the app while you still can. It may be a matter of time before it's banned. I hope not, but we shall see. If you liked my video, please push the like button, and I wish you a great day. Thank you.